The night beats hard. Sound rises and falls, like drums calling feet to move. Laughter cuts through the air, sharp and bold. Bodies sway. Hands lift. The noise feels strong and proud. Old faces stand close to the entrance. Smiles sit easy on them. They lean together like the past never left their grip. Their shoulders are loose. Their eyes scan the crowd as if it still belongs to them. Low voices slip out between laughs. A name moves from mouth to mouth. The sound of it carries a bite. Laughter thins, then sharpens again. Did you really invite her? The words drop softly, but they land heavy. A laugh answers fast, wide, confident. Relax. It's just a joke. Others nod. Shoulders lift. Cups clink. The weight lifts from them. She won't even show up. The line sparks more laughter. It rolls out loud and careless, like drums played to mock the weak. The sound feeds itself. Heads tilt back. Hands clap once, twice. Then another sound cuts through. The door moves. The beat keeps going, but something changes. Air shifts. A few heads turn. One step comes forward. Slow, steady. She walks in without hurry. Her back stays straight. Her face stays calm. The noise breaks for one breath. Sound drops away like a missed beat. Mouths stay open. Hands freeze. Mid-lift smiles stop working. Words fall back inside throats. No one finishes a sentence. The ones who laughed hardest struggle now. Faces tighten. Eyes blink fast. The joke stands still, facing the truth it never expected to meet. Eyes lock across the space. Nothing is said. Enough is understood. The night feels different. Light, then heavy. Loud, then watchful. The air no longer dances. A question hangs over every head. Why is she here? And why does she look ready? As eyes follow her steps, the story pulls its breath. The noise fades behind memory. The moment bends backward, ready to show how this night was shaped long before the door ever opened. Noise rules the day. Voices clash and rise. Feet move fast. Hands wave. The space belongs to those who speak loud. She moves through it quietly, head low, steps careful, never pushing forward. Old clothes catch quick eyes. Fingers point without pointing. Mouths bend close to ears. Jokes travel faster than truth. Laughter follows her like dust. Why do you talk like that? The words cut clean. Others repeat them with smiles. Her voice becomes the target. Each sound she makes feeds the joke. Groups pull tight. Backs turn. Circles close. She stands near but never inside. Space stays between her and them, wide and clear. She does not answer back. No sharp words rise. No defense is given. The noise moves past her, like wind past stone. Eyes stay open. Ears stay sharp. She listens. She gathers. Every laugh, every word, every look is stored and kept. A small group moves together. Always. Steps match. Voices follow one lead sound. When one laughs, the rest join in. One smile leads them. It shines and cuts at the same time. Others laugh harder to stay close to it. Belonging has a price. Cruel words wear bright clothes. Hurt is hidden behind fun. Pain is called play. Those meant to stop it look away. Silence gives power room to grow. The loud grow louder. A plan forms under friendly words. Help is offered with open hands. A smile hides the hook. Laughter spreads before it falls. Eyes watch. Phones lift. The moment is made ready for all to see. It's just fun. The words float out as the trap snaps shut. Why are you crying? The hurt deepens. The crowd feeds on it. You don't belong here. The words land hard. Harder than a shove. Harder than a slap. She walks away before the sound can follow. Steps move fast. Something closes behind her. Something opens ahead. Time moves. Faces change. Hair grays. Laughter finds new places. Memory does not fade. A message arrives without warning. Short, bright, waiting. Laughter rises while fingers press send. Old voices wake. Old plans stretch their limbs. Let's see if she comes. Power reaches back for its old shape. A joke is prepared to cut again. The wait begins. The message is read slowly. Every word is seen. The shape of the trap is clear. Silence holds. The world pauses. A choice is made. Those who hunt smile in the dark, unaware. The one they watch has already turned. What they do not know is already moving toward them. The message arrives and sits heavy. Eyes move over the words once. Then again, no smile comes. The face stays still. Hands lower. Breath stays even. The sound of old laughter wakes in the mind, but it finds no home on the face. Time stretches. The message waits. Silence grows thick. The words carry a hook. Sweet on the outside, sharp beneath. The pause is long enough to hear truth speak. I will go. The answer is short. Clean. It lands and stays. Steps move quietly after that. Doors open without noise. Hands knock where pain was once seen and never mocked. Faces look up. Memory does not need words. Old eyes meet hers. They do not blink. They do not ask why she came. A slow nod passes between them. Are you ready? The question stands tall. It does not rush. It does not push yes. Another door opens. Another face appears. One that once shared food from the same hand. Time has changed the shape, not the bond. Truth needs light. The words fall low and firm. They do not argue. They warn. Days pass without sound. No proud ears are alerted. Screens glow in secret. Old messages are found. Laughter frozen in time waits to speak again. Proof gathers like rain behind a cloud. The day comes dressed in noise. Loud voices fill the air. Old power walks in, sure and wide. Jokes spill before greetings. Confidence wears a grin. Cups rise. Stories grow tall. Small wins are shaped into legends. Remember how we ran that school? Laughter answers fast. Pride feeds on pride. Old jokes stretch their legs. Names once used as weapons roll out again. The circle tightens. I hope she comes. A smile shows teeth. Hunger sits behind it. Then footsteps sound clear, steady, not rushed, not shy. The sound cuts through the noise. She walks in calm and straight. Head high, back firm. No fear carried. No weight. Shown. Eyes turn. Smiles slip. The room bends around her. Soft mockery drips first. Sugar on sharp edges. You look different. A smile hides a blade. Life treat you well. The poke waits for a flinch. It taught me well. The calm breaks their rhythm. Simple questions follow. Easy words. Old days are named. Moments once buried breathe again. Silence grows between laughs. Some smiles forget their job. I kept things you gave me. The words fall light, like ash. Phones lift. Whispers spread. Screens glow. Attention shifts. The air changes shape. The crowd leans in. Laughter feels thin now. Dangerous. Music fades. Cups lower. Pride looks for footing and finds none. Eyes turn hard. Voices slow. Judgment steps forward without being called. The noise that once cut now waits. The truth stands in the open. She steps forward. Silence stretches across the room. Breath stops. Eyes follow. The noise that once ruled falls to waiting. The air holds a shape, tense and sharp. I brought receipts. The voice is calm, steady. Phones lift. Screens glow. Light spreads like fire through dry grass. Every eye finds proof in the small, bright rectangles. Voices from the past rise again. Words once denied, once hidden, now echo with memory. They repeat themselves, clear and undeniable. Old videos appear. Laughter freezes on faces that thought it private. Smiles, cruelty moments meant to vanish all replayed. The past presses forward, uninvited but unstoppable. Confessions speak without faces. Saved messages carry truth across the room. No one can speak over them. The words land, heavy and firm. No more denying the bullying. The proof waits in full view. It does not bow. It does not argue. It simply exists, solid and undeniable. Lies falter one by one. Excuses crack and crumble. Each week, defense falls under the weight of what cannot be denied. The game of manipulation loses its power. Laughter thins. Smiles falter. The circle tightens around the truth, not the false pride. The leader laughs. Too late. The sound carries hollow, failing to hold space. A smile tries to hide it but trembles at the edges. You're making this up? The words come sharp but weak. They carry anger, not command. The ground beneath them feels unsteady. A threat slips through. The old bravado cannot mask the shake. You ruined my life. The shout fills the room. It lands loud and hollow. Power struggles to stay in the chest. No. You chose your actions. The answer is clean. Firm. One strike of truth. It stops the air and sets the weight. Nothing more is needed. The crowd shifts. Murmurs rise like wind across tall grass. The balance moves. The eyes that watched with amusement now search for reason. Support slips from the bullies' faces. Friends falter. Allies hesitate. Silence begins to side with the truth. One steps back. Fear drives the feet. The door becomes a path. Escape over pride. Another collapses. Tears replace laughter. The mask falls, revealing what the night had hidden. An elder steps forward. The space bows to respect. The voice moves without rush, claiming the circle in authority and calm. Silence widens. All attention finds a speaker. No voice rises over the weight of wisdom. A drum beaten in secret still echoes. The line lands heavy, true, undeniable. No one argues, no one interrupts. The sound of truth fills the gaps that mockery once claimed. Amara stands. No voice raised, no anger thrown. Strength shows without sound, no tears, no celebration, no dancing over defeat, only steady truth, firm and unyielding. The room holds still. Every breath waits for what comes next. Silence falls like judgment. Solid, full, complete. The truth has landed, and it will not leave. Whispers replace laughter. Voices move low, cautious, carrying the weight of truth. The room bends around what has been shown. Every ear leans in, every eye narrows eyes. Follow the fallen. Every stare lands like a small drumbeat on pride. Faces that once commanded attention shrink beneath the gaze. Public shame finds its mark. Shoulders slump. Heads bow. Smiles lose their shine. The weight of every action returns to the ones who thought they were untouchable. Names are spoken softly, but sharply. Each syllable carries judgment. The crowd repeats them in quiet, deliberate tones. Consequences take shape before any law is called. Doors close where they once opened. Respect slides away, fast and silent. Halls that rang with pride now echo only silence. Friends take quiet steps back. Old allies melt into the crowd. No one reaches a hand. No one speaks on their behalf. Their shared power dissipates like smoke. Power drains from empty smiles. Laughter is hollow. Words that once commanded fear now hang weak and empty. The circle of influence collapses without sound. The law and the community watch. Eyes outside the hall are alert. Actions wait beyond the room, ready to claim their place. Silence carries authority. She says nothing more. The truth stands alone, heavy and full. No insult passes her lips. Words are clean, firm. Final dot. No victory shouts follow her proof. No cries of celebration disturb the air. The moment is quiet but complete. Strength needs no noise. She turns toward the door. Each step measured. Choice rests in her hands, not in anyone else's. Footsteps are chosen, not forced. She moves with calm, steady pace. Every step marks freedom reclaimed. A voice calls after her. The question hangs, cutting through the hush. Was it worth it? I chose myself. The line lands soft, but strong. It carries farther than mockery ever could. It leaves no room for doubt. The door opens once more. This time it welcomes her, not the past. Steps out of the hall. Fear stays behind, trapped within walls that once held it. The night feels lighter. Justice has passed through, quiet but complete. The air holds the sound of balance restored. The story closes its circle. What was broken rises whole again? Strength walks forward, unshaken, unshamed, and free. The narrator steps forward. The noise stills as if the walls themselves lean in. Breath slows. Eyes sharpen. The story takes its place, heavy and waiting. Mockery is never truly asleep. Old laughter hides in corners, in the shadows of memory. It waits quietly for the careless, for the cruel, for the hands that thought it harmless. Words thrown return, with time. What is sent into the world does not vanish. It circles back, carried on, wind in whispers. In proof, in the weight of truth, truth walks with slow feet. It does not run. It does not hurry. It moves with patience, with purpose, with a rhythm that no laughter can outrun. But truth always arrives whole. Nothing is missing when it reaches its place. Every fragment, every lie, every secret finds its match. Justice does not shout. It watches. It remembers. It grows silent, biding its moment, gathering the power of what must be done. Justice knows when to move. Waiting is its strength. Timing is the drum that calls the end of false games. The crowd learns without being taught. Silence speaks more than speeches. Eyes that witnessed mockery now see the cost. Hearts that cheered now feel the weight. Pain used for laughter leaves a mark. No joke travels without leaving a scar. The hands that caused hurt carry the echo. The echo carries the lesson. The story tightens its circle. What began in mockery ends in truth. What began in fear concludes in power reclaimed. The loop closes, strong and full. A final warning is spoken. One voice, clear and unyielding, cuts across time and memory. Those who invite pain for laughter, the words hang, sharp as a spear, should be ready when truth accepts the invitation. The line lands firm. It lands complete. The lesson leaves no doubt, no hiding place. The drumbeat fades, slow and steady. The lesson remains. The tale ends, but meaning walks on. Whispers carry it to the next heart, to the next ear, and to the next circle where stories shape the living.